Well, I've been waiting forever to play this one, and I finally get a chance. So let's freaking go. But yes, welcome to Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. My name is Citizen Strife, and I have a story about this game. Quite a few, actually. Sounds almost like Dimitri. Yeah, we're in the right place. Actually, no. Anytime I say it, I should say it like David Hayter says it. Bloodstained. Familiar music and everything. But yeah, we've got a lot of modes. I will explain, because this might take just a fair bit. So stick with me. We'll get to the game later. So for people unaware with Castlevania, they had the retro versions, like 1 through 5. You know, Rondo of Blood-ish, for a while. For about a decade. Going into the mid-90s, into the PlayStation era, they changed it up to be what was known as Metroidvania games, and that's what they've been pretty much forever since. So, taking the Metroid style, go to places, fight the things, get more items to do more things, and make it a puzzle game kind of thing, with a puzzle platformer setup, and it worked. And Symphony of the Night, which I've also played on this channel, Aria of Sorrow, and Dawn of Sorrow, which I've also played recently, they were the most successful of that brand. But there was like 4 or 5 other ones, give or take, you know, Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, and then Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia. But once 2008, 2010 rolled around, rather than continuing to go on in multiple forms and, you know, make the smaller scale ones and keep going, like they could have, Konami said, let's just make God of War Castlevania Edition. So Lords of Shadow happened, and I've never played them. I don't know if they're any good or not, but Castlevania lay dormant for like a decade. The creators of all the Metroidvania ones got fed up or were released or whatever. I forget the specific machinations, but Iga made a an implored and impassioned, like, high quality, like, mockery video, parody video, basically like saying, people like these games, please let us make these games. But he made it on Kickstarter, so he's like, please help us make the game that you loved, because there was no reason we were going to quit in the first place. So the people who, you know, most of the people, obviously they've changed hands here and there, around 2019, this was released to a lot of critical acclaim. I forget the sales figures or whatever, but like, Konami was in the throes of Metal Gear Survive and Pachinko machines and whatever. This comes out independently for pretty much any platform, you know, Switch notwithstanding, because apparently that one sucked. But everybody loved it. Or at least everybody who loved playing the Symphony of the Night style, this is what they wanted to keep going. Because they were releasing these like every 2 years, right? 2 to 3 years, whatever. They could have done like 4 or 5 of those games in the frame of time it took from Order of Ecclesia to this. And it was successful, and they met so many stretch goals that, as you can see, they went to all of these extra modes. So you got a speedrun mode, you got a randomizer mode. I've done the randomizer, it's finicky and sometimes locks. Boss Revenge, where you get to play as the bosses and kill the heroes, and you get like a special sequence. Bloodless, specifically, is the most graphic looking, and it's fun. Chaos Mode, I forget what that one specifically is, but I'm guessing it's like Dorando. It doesn't exactly explain it. But classic mode. Classic mode is cool because there's so many different classic versions of Bloodstained. They have Castlevania 1, which is what this one is, so Castlevania 1 style. They actually created Curse of the Moon to mimic not just the look, but the style of Castlevania 3 with multiple party members. And they even had a stretch goal where they would make Dominique's quest. So Dominique is a character in this, but she plays a variation on the Simon's Quest mode. So they went full bore with as many classic versions of Castlevania as you could get without calling it Castlevania. All the while that Konami was spending its time, to good effect making Castlevania Netflix shows. But it wasn't until this year that they announced, was it Belmont's Revenge, right? And I don't know what that is, but they outsourced it. But we live in a world where Bloodstained is releasing a game, The Scarlet Engagement, and Castlevania has finally gotten off its ass and is releasing a game that's not like a mobile game or some random thing, or just a port, And I liked Aria and Dawn of Sorrow, and I'll play the other two games eventually. But just being a fan of that style, of the Metroidvania style, to see where this filled in that gap that was sorely needed. Because there's a lot of Metroidvania games in the indie circle, but this is kind of the one. I mean, they're Metroidvania for a reason. And if you liked Aria of Sorrow or Order of Ecclesia, this is basically like as much as those games can be, right, in a modern-looking style. It's a little jank, but it plays pretty much like Castlevania does, so I'd actually planned to play this way back after I beat Symphony of the Night, but at the time I think it was running on a lot of crashes on the PS4. The updates since, when I played the randomizer version, have not crashed as much, so, there's hoping. But anyway, let's get to some David Hayter narration, shall we? So yeah, last time I played this was about 2 year and a half. I played the rando. You can play as Bloodless. I found that fun. You can play as, what was her name? Aurora from Child of Light. I think I'm just gonna go as bog standard as possible. I don't know if anybody wants to see the other versions, because I know I didn't do like Julius mode in Dawn of Sorrow. I didn't really want to do that and replay the game, right? But if there is an interest in the Bloodless or the Aurora modes instead, or even just showing what the randomizer does or doesn't do, So, it's been a couple years, I'm rusty, but I should be able to do this just fine. But yeah, play as Miriam. And if you've never played Bloodstained, but you know about Castlevania Symphony of the Night or those games, you're going to be right at home. And look, you can actually play them. That is part of all the stretch goals. Yes, if you've not completed the game. Zangetsu's hard because he doesn't really heal well. I think he's kind of like the Richter mode. Aurora's weird because she can fly. So she gets flight really early. But it's fun. And again, you can play as Bloodless if you want to. It's really hard at first, but she gets all the unique powers and shit, and it's fun. But I don't want to bog down the channel playing all of these unless there's a demand for it. So keep that in mind. I might even just do one extra mode or something. But they spent 6 years doing stretch goals. This wasn't just a one-time release. They went full bore. And the fact it took them this long to get to Scarlet Engagement should tell you they went through the ringer. But I'm going to play on normal because I'm not stupid and I don't want to die quickly. But hey, I'm still going to die a lot. It is a Metroidvania, so...
The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass, but not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. There was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power. They sacrificed the shard binders, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to demonkind. Countless innocents died, and though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the shard binders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, two survived. Jebel, a boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who was spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years had passed, and mankind too soon forgets tragedy. The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jebel is the architect of this new, bloodstained ritual,
Bloodstained.
Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
Johannes, are you certain it was...
It was Jebel's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
I know. I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent. And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to... There's no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously, not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Jebel is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something. 10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was... advanced. Arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
Whee! I can jump. Whee! I can jump. A gun. God, I get it. I get it. Shut up. Okay, so different options. I actually had good success with the overhead striking heavy attacks with the other 2 playthroughs. I like knives instead, but there's also the Kung Fu shoes that attack pretty well. So she can kick and stab. It's interesting. So there's swords. Oh, and there's Shantae stuff, by the way. Shantae stuff. So if you want... So yes. I don't know how long I will do that for, but... I mean, it's good equipment, not gonna lie. So, yes, get ready for risky Miriam or
Good.
Shantae.
The next order of business is to...
I'll take care of it.
Shard.
Was that a shard?
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
Well, that's unfortunate given the game I'm in.
I know my body's limits better than anyone, and I'm going to need all the power I can get. If I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
I love how Miriam is just so laissez-faire about this whole thing.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it. Just promise you won't push yourself.
Oh, he is so dead.
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
Yes, wearing that outfit and saying that line is the best. But yes, it's basically Aria of Sorrow and whatnot. Galleon Minerva. I might have to move because I have so much more. Screen to worry about with this game. Yeah, press to jump. Okay. So my one criticism is because of the modern style, I have to it feels slower because you're looking at I've seen this with a lot of games like DKC Returns and whatnot. Like, they take the screen so far out because of the visuals. Like, you see way more stuff, but it just feels slower. Anyway, oh, the master volume was taken down, that's why. So that would explain why the master volume was taken down. I will run this back just to make sure I can hear it. Let's set this up. I think I just want to, as long as the voice stuff is louder than the music, I'm happy. Okay, so that's all I'm looking for. Okay. Whoops. Graphics. Well, get to... Oh, brightness. Yeah, brightness is fine. Blood. Red. Yes, I can change the color of blood even if I don't want to. Alright. Consumable items. Bleh.
This device responds to magic. Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to it.
This is goofy. All right. It's a little goofy. I don't like using that. Well, there's our boss. Alright, so... Alright, that's a risky blade. Let's try the knife. Okay. Alright, there's that. The risky pistol. Infinite rounds. Probably not going to be great, but... Ooh, I have this for distance. Alright, this could work. Thank you, risky boots. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Alright, leveled. Alright, I'm gonna find the first save point I can find, and then I'll probably call it. Can I get... There I can. Okay, good. Okay, this will be useful against bosses where I don't like contact damage, so... The one drawback is it's not very angled well. Wow, it is better. The half genie outfit's better for now. So yes, get used to Shantae Miriam. That's great. Alright. Alright, those are equipment. Or those are items I can... Ooh, I'm gonna want this. Ooh! Dola Hammer Head. Attack by using a head flail. Okay. This one's good. I want Dola Hammer Heads and Welcome Company. Those are the two I'm looking for. Okay, Cerulean Splash, increase the duration. Ooh.
Take this!
Ooh. So that could be good for close range. No, that's good for a while. Okay, that takes me down there. Okay, so this is different. Alright, good. I can't slide. No, I can slide. Oh, automatic. Good. Well, get ready. I did actually get through the entire Susie side quest before, and I will say the gun and ammo you get to use for that is pretty intense. So I may do that, but I'd have to look up a guide for all of those foods. It does take a while to actually get done, so. The tunic. Yeah, I really don't want to dump you just yet. Ah. From my studies, I found the existence of the following attributes. Okay, so lots and lots and lots of attributes. Okay, first save point. And man, this is a splendiferous, this is a Castlevania adjacent save point can be. Alright. Of course I want to save. Alright. I have completed 1% of the game. Go me. Damn. What a flail. Where are we at? Okay. That's actually good. I will finish up Gallia and Minerva in a minute. But I am happy to have started this game. I am very happy. Bloodstained is great. And we now live in a world where Bloodstained and Castlevania games now coexist. So, I am very happy that both can exist. And hopefully that just means more good games like this. But, if you're interested in Bloodstained, I will keep playing it probably for like 30-some episodes. I don't know how long this would take. But, it should be a decent enough challenge. But we'll continue on with this next time.